What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. Let's talk Jets. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Good morning. I feel like I just did a video. The preseason is flying by. You're down to the final week versus the Giants Saturday night. Thankfully, because I want the season here ready. There's so much excitement and anticipation. The big story this week is going to be obvious. It's going to be the putting together the offensive line. And will the starters actually play Saturday night against the Giants, a team they played during the regular season? Now, there's a lot of different opinions on this. Obviously, health is paramount. You want to get into the home opener completely healthy. You don't want any last minute. You don't want to risk any injuries. If there's roster battles, legitimate roster battles, they're more on the back end. I think the Jets, even the offensive line, they are probably in their mind, they already know who they want to play and where they want to play them. The back end battles, those guys will be playing on Saturday night. Like if it's Jason Brownlee versus Gibson, or Taylor, or, if there's linebacker battles, unfortunately, Chassarock got hurt, or if there's battles at corner, the defensive line battles, Tanzel Smart has got to be, he's hopefully pushing somebody because he's doing really well in terms of like the end of the depth. But in terms of, there's nobody, I don't think any starting position is going to be earned on Saturday night. And so if you're looking at roster battles, so health paramount, roster battles, are there really that many? And then it's just a matter of playing time, getting chemistry going. So, on defense, they've all played together, man. This is, year 2, year 3 for a lot of these guys. They're all getting assimilated. They know the scheme. They know where they should be. You don't want to see Quentin Williams going down. You don't want those injuries, man, right? That's your biggest fear is, getting hurt in a meaningless game. As a longtime Jet fan, I've seen it many times. So you don't want to see Quentin or John Franklin Myers or Sauce or DJ Reed. Tony Adams not playing a lot. It's kind of bothersome, but because he has no experience. But you got to lean on guys like DJ Reed and Jordan Whitehead being back there with him to help guide him along. The question comes with the offense because the aforementioned offensive line, coffee hasn't kicked in, it's right here, hasn't played together yet. And that's been my biggest concern throughout this entire training camp. So as of last night's press conference with Saleh, he was non-committal on Brown, AVT, and Lakin. I think Mekhi Becton should play at right tackle. But you want to see the final 5 play together. Now, whether that means Saturday night in a preseason game or they just practice together for the next 2 weeks, we'll see. But the first thing is get them all together in practice, which Dwayne Brown hasn't been there, and Lakin and Elijah Vera-Tucker are still out. So, I don't know, man. Like, I think if your offensive line is still being worked on makeshift, you're not putting Aaron Rodgers behind a makeshift line or a line that you don't feel confident in. Like, you're not putting Aaron Rodgers behind Max Mitchell and Billy Turner. You're just not going to do that. So in terms of that, I think I understand what they're going to try to do here, but my personal assessment is that I'm getting all official here now, right? I don't think the Jets starters play on Saturday night. I don't think they're not going to have a level of confidence in protecting Aaron Rodgers, or not protecting him, just being a fluid, complete offense where they could say, okay, we're going to go run our offense and feel comfortable with it. And you're not risking your prized possession and getting hurt. So if he doesn't play, do you want to put your best line together to give Zach Wilson reps against the Giants? And the other question is, what string are the Giants playing? Are the Giants playing their starters? The biggest risk here is that the Giants sit their starters and their second and third string guys are on the field. They could be playing for their football lives. Meaning, they may want to make the Giants team, but they not making the Giants team. They want to put their best foot forward to put up good tape to go play somewhere else. So they could be headhunting and going after all kinds of stuff. Do you want like an Aaron Rodgers dealing with that? Do you want a Garrett Wilson dealing with that? Probably not either, right? So this is a change of perspective for me because I'm like an old school fan. I thought you used to go like first preseason game you play a couple series, second preseason game you play the first quarter, third preseason game you play the first half. And you've seen like Josh Allen's played, you saw Tua play, you've seen other quarterbacks play, but the Jets, I think they're walking a fine line here because they still have a lot of moving parts. They got to iron a lot of things out, and you don't want to take any risk. This team is, ready to win now, and you're just trying to put it all together. So let me know what you guys think. I probably rammed a little bit because my coffee is not completely done, but I know it's going to be a hot topic. I know that the talking heads on WFAN, who have been awful this week, are going to be arguing about should Rodgers play. He notoriously does not play in the preseason. The guy's a student of the game. He knows the offense inside out and backwards. And that's the other thing, too, is his familiarity with Hackett and the offense, and having Lazard and Cobb there, too, also helps. So, but let me know what you think, man. I know I could see it already, the arguments going back and forth. And the other factor of this is, I think it's nerves. As Jet fans, we're getting nervous now because with all the hype and all the hoop and all the excitement, the season's here. Like, this is it. Like, You can brush off the results in joint practice. You can brush off the results in preseason games. Week 1, Jets, Bills, Monday Night Football. It's all there now. It's live. We're ready to go and see what happens. So I think nerves kick in where you want to make sure everything is ironed out. You want Dalvin Cook healthy. You want everybody to mix. And you want to come out and put your best foot forward because the early schedule is very difficult on paper. So I understand all different aspects of it. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you later.